So welcome ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to today's video, and we are going to be playing some FIFA 22 because, folks, I made a bit of a transition and I kind of wanted to put this out there because, look, I'm coming from PES, right? We've played eFootball. It doesn't look very promising, you know, let's be honest. So I just want to play, you know, a good, solid, like, sim-type football. Now, don't get me wrong, FIFA doesn't really have like the game engine and the way that it's run to be like a proper sim, you know, but this is pretty much as close as I can kind of get it. And I'll be honest with you, I've been absolutely loving playing Create a Club in career mode. I played a lot of different matches. I will be streaming tomorrow, folks. So Tuesday around 5:30, we're going to be heading back into FIFA career mode. I've played like good 10 or so matches. I kind of want to get the series going off camera first, and then I'll fill you guys in. But anyway, let's dive into kind of how I've been playing this. I have been using, obviously, League 1 sides, so it kind of helps the speed. But the thing you got to remember about FIFA is you've got to slow things down, okay? You've got to slow things down. You've got to make the CPU make errors. Otherwise, it's pointless. They're going to play ticker all day. So what we're going to do is I'm going to play a League 1 match just to kind of show you guys. So let's do someone like, you know, Charlton Athletic taking on whoever, Ipswich, for instance. So we'll pick those kits. Right, now let me set up and show you guys what I am playing on, so you guys have a bit of a feel for it. So I'm playing on 6 minutes, world class. I tried. Now remember, I'm playing on full manual. Okay, and I'm going to talk in the game why I've done this, and it kind of worked the same way switching this to manual as it did for me in PES 21. It made me enjoy the game a lot more. But we're going to be playing on world class. I've tried legendary, and it was an absolute mission. I mean, it really is difficult to try and beat the AI on legendary. The rest of it, we're going to keep that off. You don't really want to worry about competitor mode or player-based difficulty. Keep things very simple. You can do default attributes. Who cares about the stadium? And then you're going to scroll down. The next important thing to worry about is the game speed. So you've got slow, you've got normal, and you've got fast. We're going to go for slow. We want to slow things down. FIFA is already a pretty fast-paced game. We are going to put it on slow. Now, the rest of the things, it's up to you. I am absolutely loving, by the way, playing on the classic camera. I've tried playing on the likes of Broadcast, and I know Games Cam is nice, or Game Cam, but there's something about me trying to play manual on camera angles that are angled. If there's an angle on it, I can't. It's just very inconsistent for me. So I like to find a camera that doesn't pan left and right. It just pans with the action. So that's why something like Telly or Telly Broadcast could work. Even co-op if you'd like it further out. But classic for me is doing it. I don't know why. I keep going back to it. It's very kind of close, but you get to see the crowd, and that's always a nice thing. So I'm going for classic 20 height because it's already a very low camera. Honestly, the custom settings in FIFA don't really do anything. They move it like half an increment. I mean, it's pointless really, but we're going to go 20 height, 0 zoom, and then the rest of it we don't really even have to worry about. And then we move on. These are all whatever you would like. When it comes to the rules, I have turned on handball except for penalties because there is hardly any fouls in FIFA. I don't know why, and it annoys me because the AI don't really ever commit a foul. The refs don't really give a foul when it is a foul. So the only way to get a foul, that's a lot of fouls, isn't it, is to put it on with accept penalties. Do not put penalties on. I had one match with it on, and I already gave a penalty in the first 10 seconds. It's not programmed well, but at least if you put it on accept penalties, then you're going to get the fouls coming, you know, every now and then. It doesn't always happen. Right, now when it comes to the sliders, now I'll leave all the timestamps for this in the video so you guys can just dive one to the other. I'm pretty much using Matt's sliders, okay? If you head over to his Twitter, I'll leave it in the description. He does a very good job of giving you some tasty sliders. Now, he's not playing, or the things aren't playing on manual, but they still work well enough. I've made a few tweaks to them. So we've got 5 for the sprint speed. You may think that's very low, but honestly, it works. It does. You don't want this game being fast. Accelerations of 49. We've got shot error at 50. Pass error at 60. I put the shot error down. It was on about a 70, but the AI were missing everything. So I was like, well, let's bump it, you know, down a little bit. Shot speed 49. Now I've put the pass speed for ourselves down to 30. Once again, you've got to slow this game down, but it doesn't really make it ridiculous. Injury frequency and severity is both on 50, 48 for the goalkeeping ability. You can always change it if you'd like. Marking is up to a 70, so the AI will, they will mark you. Run frequency goes for 5, 65 line height, 25 line length, 45 for the line width, 70 fullback positioning. Now, the power bar. This is a big one, folks. When you are playing on manual, you are going to have to find a sweet spot, okay? Because I played around with this, and I feel like 70 for me works. If it's too low, you're going to press the button and the ball's hardly going to move. Remember, there's no assist. The game's not helping you. If you don't put the perfect amount of power on it, it's going to look terrible and you're going to give away the ball. So 70's working for me. Personal preference, play around with it. Just play around with it. That's all I can say. And especially when you're shooting the ball, you don't want it to go ballooning over the bar, but you still got to put a bit of juice on it. And then we've got 85 for the first touch control. Now, for the CPU, we got 5 for the sprint speed, 49 acceleration, 50 shot error, 60 pass error. So that's up a little bit. Oh, no, it's not actually. It's the same. This will change depending on what you play on. If you're that good on manual and you want to play on legendary, then you might want to put that pass error up just a touch so that AI make more mistakes. Shot speeds are 49. I've put there the pass of the speed. The speed of the pass, that's what we're looking for, a 20. So it's down 10 from the user, all right? It doesn't do a whole lot, but it certainly helps because you know that AI are very, very quick. Injury frequency and severity is the same, 50-50, 48 goalkeeping ability, 70 marking, 5 for the frequency of the runs, line height 65, 25 line length, 45 line width, 70 the fullback positioning, and 85 for the first touch control. So they're pretty much exactly the same, apart from the pass speed is going to differentiate the two, all right? And that's it. That's all the settings, folks. So there we have it. So I'm going to dive into a match now, and I'm just going to talk about why I really think if you're going to go to FIFA 22 from PES and you want the ultimate challenge offline, don't do this online, ridiculous, this is the way to play. So without further ado, I will see you guys there. All right, folks, so welcome into the match. So this is the camera that I'm talking about. This is the classic camera. As you can see, you can kind of see the crowd as well, which is what I like. I just feel like you get a better sense of kind of the atmosphere, especially in like the lower leagues. But I want you guys to watch the way the AI play. And this really, for me, like if you see the way they ping it about, it's not super arcadey, it's not super fast, and playing on manual, it really does add just an extra bit of quality, I feel, because, you've got to do things all yourself, and that nearly was a shocking start. So yeah, let's get a bit of possession if we actually manage to get possession here. Ipswich aren't actually a bad team in League One, the old 2.5 star. All right, so there we go, we have it. Right, so when we get possession, right, we've lost it again. Come on, lads, get the ball back. This is the hard part. The hard part on FIFA, of course, is defending. He's got to be offside. He is offside. Not going to count. It's not going to count. You're offside, son. Don't get too carried away. But the hard part is obviously the defending, right? You're going to have to learn on FIFA how to defend a lot differently to PES. PES is different. eFootball is going to be different, but I'm talking about like the PES way. If you're coming from PES over to FIFA, yeah, you're going to have to learn how to defend. So here we go. This is what I'm talking about, though, when it comes to sort of the power of the power bar. As you can see above his head, that's how much power I'm putting on. Now, see, once again, you're going to make a lot of mistakes in this, and I'm going to make more mistakes because I'm talking. But this, for me, coming from PES and trying to get some sort of a sim-type approach, this is the best I have found, and I've been having some really cracking matches in career mode. I mean, the games have been intense, they've been difficult, but I've won some, I've lost some. So yeah, let's see what we can do here. That's actually a fair enough challenge, right? So we'll whip this in, deliver that near post, and see. If you play PES on full manual, I fully believe you guys can do it on FIFA. I was torn, and I said, I don't think I can do this. But one night I sat down, I said, I'm going to learn to play manual on FIFA because it's going to change the way I play this game. I just feel like, and it was the same for PES 21, I got sick of playing on assisted. I just wanted to control the game in my own pace, my own tempo, and know that if I score a goal, all that hard work has been done by myself. No one else has done it. So that's kind of where we are now. But as you can see, we kind of knock this around. There's no need to sort of panic. You can possess, work it forward. I mean, one thing I do love about this game is the ability to play these long balls and switch it like this. I mean, you can play some absolutely tasty passes from one side of the field to the other like this. Bang, look at that. It's an absolute belter. Gets it down, lays it across. Oh, unlucky. You know, but even the AI, they're not ridiculous. Like, world class for me right now is a sweet spot. It's difficult, it's challenging, but the AI aren't scoring every chance. As you can see, they're not just playing ticker-ticker-tacker all the way. They're trying to work it forward. You'll see a little bit of randomness happening. Players will make mistakes. You know, and that's football, folks. I mean, that was an absolute scuff chance there. But if you watch a match, even Manchester United, you'll see players like Wan-Bissaka, you know, make the silliest of mistakes in a simple pass, and you're wondering, well, what on earth is he playing at? That's football, you know, and if you play FIFA, I feel, on standard default sliders, that's perfectly fine. That's up to you. Some people like the quicker pace. But the AI just don't make any real mistakes. So that is the luxury of having these sliders. But anyway, let's get back to the action here and try and show you guys a decent match. I think we'll play half a game here, and then I'll switch to like a Premier League match to show you that even if you play in the Premier League, you're still going to get a more respectable bit of pace. I'm having a hard time of getting the ball here. Right, here we go. So we got a chance to break now. So we'll make this run through. If we can time this right, we'll probably be in. All right, square that inside. There you go. Right, now the hardest part, of course, is being able to finish, and that was not the finish. Cut it back. This time, not quite. Everyone else ran off, tried to play it square. Lee's lost the plot, and I think he's given a handball. So there we go. But yeah, finishing, you're going to probably tear your hair out. Honestly, you probably will, but eventually it's going to click for you. I've been very tempted to switch to semi-shooting for a while, but I was like, no. If you're going to go the manual approach, we're going to have to learn this. Just like PES 21. It took me a good few months to get to grips with it, but once I did, absolutely no chance of going back. Now, I am not saying you can do this online because you will not be able to. Good luck, unless you're playing someone else on full manual. Of course, that would be good fun. But trying to play someone assisted is just not going to work. That's a good challenge there by Matthews. And get it out! I will say the keepers seem to get beaten a lot of the near post. I don't know if it's just because my goalie in career mode is not the best, 70-odd rated. But poor blimey, he's got beaten at his near post too many times. I've had words of him. He doesn't seem to want to listen. Right, we've missed the challenge here. And this is just the hard part. The hard part is being able to defend in this game. Keeper's ball. And not blowing yourself up trying to do it, because it is not easy. All right, so here we go. So I'll show you guys that we can possess. You know, and if you need to start again, there you go. And remember, you can also use R1 like this. R1 and X will put a little bit more power on it. Well, that wasn't the pass we were looking for. Or you can use R1 and circle if you want to do something like that, which is going to give it a lot more of a lofted pass. There's a lot of ways to pass the ball in FIFA, and I think that's why I've actually been enjoying playing on manual. This is the only way I feel like I'm going to enjoy FIFA. If you guys want to give it a bash, 100% go for it. It's been good fun. Right, this was a pretty slow tempo, stale game, but we're playing in League 1 just to show you that it's going to look better probably in the lower leagues than the top leagues, because they'll still play that very arcadey style. But let's actually dive into a Premier League match now, and we'll play a half there to show you that style. All right, folks, so here we are with Manchester United and the pool. That's right, we're going to try this out. This is going to be a very difficult game, because Liverpool gegenpress like crazy. And with on manual, you really have to be very snappy, very efficient, very quick with the ball. Otherwise, you're probably going to get a good hiding. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. Now, I have changed my pass speed up to 40. Just to let you know, as I'll show you real quickly, because it was, I think, yeah, for some reason I had it at 20, and that was just too low. That doesn't need to be that low. So if you go to the user gameplay customization tab, right there, pass speed now is on 40, and then we leave the AI at 30, and that should be fine. All right, so we're going to try and possess. Obviously, tactics as well in FIFA, they actually do stuff. I've been playing around with the tactics, you know, playing more out wide, more players kind of running forward. But yeah, the hardest part is obviously going to be when you first start, and you are passing to absolutely no one. It will click eventually. Oh, here we go. Change that way. Across the ball. Oh, Ronaldo had a chance. Chance for the volley. Cristiano could have had a goal after 3 minutes there. Liverpool are playing very attacking, as they love to do. That's not a good ball, though, is it? Now we've given it away. Now we got problems as Salah trying to swing it around the other way. And yeah, I misplaced that one, but just about found Luke Shaw. And you've just got to be very accurate. Like, you are gonna get nervy with the ball, and trust me. But eventually it will click. Right, here's Bruno Fernandes. Well, Ronaldo's now travelled offside. Pogba. Lovely pass. Cristiano Ronaldo. Lay that one across. And that's Liverpool's mindset, isn't it? It's all gun-ho. And there is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He's been working out. I know he looks so, like, stocky. It's quite humorous. All right, let's fire this one in with Luke Shaw. Looking for Pogba, who does win the header. Ronaldo was near it. Comes back to Wan-Bissaka. No, terrible touch there. But I tell you what, that's a typical Wan-Bissaka challenge. He just couldn't keep it on. Right, Luke Shaw, get back in position. No, you don't need to be up here, mate. You should be as left-back position. Oh, Bruno Fernandes getting in the way. But yeah, give it a go. Give it a bash. Look, I'm a veteran PES player, okay? I really don't like FIFA's gameplay. But I will say, for the first time in forever for me, I'm actually enjoying playing the game. No, it's not because of the way the game plays, really, ideally. It's because I've turned off all the assists. And I feel like the game just plays better when you do that. And you also tweak it with the sliders. If you try playing this on default sliders, I think it could be very difficult. Very difficult. It's going to be too fast, too quick. But these kind of sliders, they work well. You know, I've played a lot of matches, you know, a good 20-odd matches with them. And I've had some really good games. Oh, that's unlucky. And I've had some scrappy games. You know, it's part and parcel of football. Right, here we go. So Mason Greenwood now takes an absolute whopper of a touch. He is away. Now, of course, finishing is going to be the hard part. Well, it doesn't help when you can't finish. And Jadon Sancho does find the likes of Luke Shaw. Float that one high, looking for Greenwood again, even though we probably should have played that on the turf. There's a chance for Ronaldo. Good save by Alisson. And then he picks up the loose pass. And definitely check out this camera. I love it. I really don't know why. I think it's just because you see more. Like, you get to see more of the turf, the players themselves, the models. You get the crowd in the background, which is always nice to see. And I like the fact that it's straight on. I'm not a huge, like, stadium cam guy. Of course, if you are, absolutely, 100%. It will add more to the realism, I feel. But for me, I'm more of like a dynamic wide custom guy on PES. So, yeah. All right, anyway, Bruno Fernandes. I've got to do a couple of switches because it's one of my favourite things to do in this game. Play an absolute belter of a pass. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Blimey, lads. Okay, keep the composure. That's what you need to do against Liverpool. As you can see, they are pushing. They are pushing. But we can work it round, and that's all it's about. Here we go. Oh, I was going to switch that. Varane, look for the switch. There you go. Not a bad idea. We can probably nod that inside, looking for Ronaldo if he's paying attention. But he isn't. So, yeah, stay tuned for the stream, folks. We'll be streaming probably Tuesday. Whatever day that is. And we're going to be on career mode. Playing some more matches. I've signed one player so far. It's been good fun. I've enjoyed it. But I'm just looking for... What's happened there? Well, all right, we're just about got to. That's where sometimes, you are going to get annoyed with some of the passing. But it's very much like PES. Sometimes the PES works. Sometimes the passes work. Sometimes they don't. Ronaldo, which side are you going? Stuck a foot in. Pogba missed the challenge. Here is Firmino. I've started Donny van der Beek today because I feel bad for him. And well done, Wan-Bissaka. And David De Gea can absolutely fly it towards no one. Alexander-Arnold, and he just hoofs it clear as well. Luke Shaw, is that going to be our ball or their ball? No, it's going to be theirs. Right, mark up, lads. So yeah, I just wanted to put this out for you guys who are maybe switching over from PES, want to try a decent football game, because I really feel like if you are switching over from PES, it's not a bad idea. Oh no, don't concede now, lads. Don't concede now, lads! There's the problem with the near post that I told you. Seems to be a problem with the game. Goalies are getting beaten at the near post constantly, even De Gea. But yeah, if you are switching over from PES, I'd say now's the chance to give FIFA a bash. Try these settings out. You can also try them on semi. You don't have to play on full manual, of course. But yeah, I don't know what you're doing, David De Gea. Slow reactions of a snail. You don't have to play on full manual. I just feel like full manual will make you focus more, will make every game feel like you've got to win that match. There's the switching for you. Lovely pass. Although Paul Pogba just had a brain fart. So yeah, look, it's still FIFA. At the end of the day, you're still going to see silly things happening. But ultimately, this is the best way you're going to get a realistic approach on FIFA. If you don't want to play with realism, then don't worry about it. And just, De Gea, what are you on today, mate? He's having a nightmare, isn't he? I've no clue what happened there. I know there was some sort of a deflection, but look, you're still going to get spanked when you play the top teams. So it's a big challenge. It's a tough challenge, but I certainly welcome it. If you want to see more of this, then you're going to have to tune into my stream. We will be playing career mode with the lower leagues. I think it works really well with the lower leagues. And it's just good fun. Anyway, we'll be back shortly. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Let me know what you guys make of it. Does it look realistic at least? That's what we're trying to get. But until next time, subscribe for more. Lots of content to come, folks. Career mode. We'll probably get back to the Derby County playthrough as well. And we'll play football every now and then when we want to laugh at a face-off. So, yeah, lots to come. Till next time, subscribe for more. And take care.